guys, so thank you everybody for coming out. Appreciate you all coming to watch the girls get to sign their letters. So we've got a couple things for them. We've got some writing, they got their letters, they got some pictures, we got some old letters. And then after we're done, there's cake, cookies, and all kinds of other stuff. So just something real short. For the last couple years, they've had to deal with me. If you don't know how I am, I'm pretty rough. Sometimes I think they don't even like me. But at the end of the day, I'm as rough as I am because I know how hard it's gonna be when they've gotta finally leave. Some of them are not going to have any family around. They're going to be by themselves with a group of girls that they don't know. And those girls are going to be looking to take their spots on the team so they can play. So I push them pretty hard. We hold them accountable for a lot of stuff. We hold them accountable for a lot of stuff. It's just some stuff that I learned in the military. Attention to detail, being held accountable. And hopefully they learned something when they leave and they're by themselves. The biggest thing is, yeah, we're teaching them softball. We're teaching them life. But the biggest thing is I want them to learn how to be leaders when they're done playing and they're able to run some stuff on their own. I don't expect any of you to be taking orders from anybody no more after you leave me. Well, your guys' coach, but can you guys hear it or you hear me better? Okay.
So we hear you, then we hear them.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. Is that better? Huh? All right, so we are gathered here today. One of the big things I wanted to do too is for the last couple months we've been practicing together with the 16s. It's worked pretty good, and hopefully they've learned something too from being with these girls. They got a lot of knowledge. They're really good kids. Do they irritate me? Yes. But at the end of the day, they do what they need to do and they get the job done. Obviously, we're all here to see them sign to go to college and go play. There was one thing that I promised them is, I can't promise you what school and what division you're gonna go to, but I can promise you we will find a school. And we found some schools and they're gonna be really successful at them. You've been really good leaders, and I'll tell you right now, with the leadership that we've had, we're having the best fall season that we've ever had. And we've competed against the best teams that we ever had. So good job, girls, on that. You want me to read these letters first? All right, so I've got two letters right here, and they were written in 2021, all right? And I've got one from Amber Estrada, and I've got one from Ella. All right, I'm gonna read Amber's, written March 29th, 2021. Look how far you've come. All your extra work you put in after getting hit. Keep working hard. It will all add up in the long run. Stay positive. Be the best you can be. And don't worry about what everyone thinks about you. And please, try not to get hurt again. Oh, there she is. And just real just a real quick story. She said, I gotta share this because, like what she went through when she got hurt, most players would have stopped playing softball. All right. And then, and for her to go back out there and still play and get in the circle and pitch after what happened to her was amazing. That lets me know that nothing is ever gonna stop her. And make sure that you remember that don't let shit get in your way. Don't let nothing stop you. You fight through it. All right. Ella's. She didn't even remember she wrote this. Dear me, I just hope you're doing great, doing better. I hope that you got all you deserved. You deserve so much and have worked so hard. My heart goes out to you. If you aren't where you think you should be, if you aren't where you think you should be still, just keep working no matter what, okay? For me at least. You've come too far and you can make it. You don't give up because you know you love softball more than anything. Also, how many home runs have you hit so far? Dying to know. That one was pretty good because me and her had a little talk. It was at the end of PGF, and I had to tell her, like, everything you've worked for, you deserve. Don't ever second guess yourself. I don't think you've realized, like, you are the biggest, fastest kid on the field. Like, you are a Division I softball player. And I think you questioned it, but you shouldn't. All right? Go out there, bust your butt. I can't say ASS because she's going to Cal Baptist, so I'm going to try to keep it clean. Bust your butt out there, all right? And you're going to be fine. So, as we go along, as we've been playing, in travel softball, you lose a kid, you gain a kid, you lose a kid, you gain a kid. But I'm gonna start over here. I gained a kid that I just could not get rid of. So, quick story about Maddie. And I know she hates that I tell this, but what she did is the reason why she is who she is today, and the reason why she's gonna be what she becomes. So we used to practice, and before PGF, we do these double days, and we practice in the morning and in the afternoon. Well, she was on another team and asked, hey, can I show up to your guys' double days? Why the hell do you want to voluntarily come to double days? You're nuts. It's like 107 in a second. So she came. And then she was like, hey, I want to be on your team. And I was like, well, we're full right now. She said, all right, I'm coming again. We're full right now. She kept coming back and kept coming voluntarily to practices and just kept on grinding. And she ended up getting on the team, and she has busted her butt for everything she has done. All she's wanted to do is be a successful softball player and be able to play in college. She's achieved that, but with that mindset that she has, you're going to achieve a lot more. Hopefully she comes back. But from what I hear, everybody that goes to Idaho don't ever come back because they love it over there. So I'm guessing these guys might be moving to Idaho one day. But yeah, Maddie, good job. I mean, you've been a leader. She's a chef. Her albondigas is bomb. And I'm pretty sure she'll be the team mom when she gets there. So good job, hard work. Hard work pays off. So I've got Gabby. All right, so she plays at Central for Coach Scott Gorton. Do I see that guy back there? She plays back there for Scotty. And when she first got to us, she was geared up, ready to catch. And that was the plan. But as we started going through, and just so you know, like, I used to talk to this guy all the time so we can make sure we're on the same page to get you dialed in. And he was like super supportive with anything that we could do to help you out. Well, she ended up not catching anymore, but then we found out she's a pretty badass third baseman for us, and she plays the outfield. She's basically the softball's, what is that, Swiss Army knife? She is a utility player, but a Swiss Army knife. She can catch. She can play the outfield. She can play third. She can lead off for us and hit. She can play a small ball if we need her. She can run the bases. She gets after it. And I would take like 10 of you. Not saying that I want to replace any of you guys, all right? But having 10 of her that's able to do multiple things is real pivotal for a coach. And just like Coach Gorton will tell you, like, in high school, sometimes you don't get all the best players out there, and you need something like this. You need a player like her that's going to get after it. So I'm pretty sure you're going to play multiple positions when you get to NNU. Anything they ask you to do, I know you're going to say okay. And one other thing is, when she first got to us, we're really, really, really big on grades. We always do grade checks. And I would say that you totally changed things around when it came to getting locked in. But all it took was you to get locked in on that. All right? You did all that. All we did was just jump on you for it. And just keep on doing it. All right? Like, you're going to be all right. Cool? All right. We did Ella. I did Amber. You too? Okay, Gabby. All right. Gabby Sotelo. She lives in Sacramento, guys. And she is, I don't know why she comes to play with us. She says she likes the girls. I wouldn't drive all the way from Sac, but it works. I think I'm gonna tell you, like, when you first got here, like, confidence is a big thing. I think now you figured out you're a badass softball player. And don't ever question that. Like, you don't have to prove shit to nobody. You don't. As long as you're in the lineup, as long as you're in the outfield, who cares? One thing all of you guys need to know is, like, you're going to go to teams, and I've told you guys this before, and they're going to be your friend, and as soon as you turn your back, they're going to stab you in the back. Now, you will find lifelong friends on those teams. You will. But there is going to be those one or two, and you don't got to prove nothing to nobody. Nobody. All right? You've been dedicated coming down here. In the outfield, you make things happen for us. And I just thank you and your family for driving down all the way from Sac all the time to Hanford, California. All right? Not Clovis, not Fresno, Hanford. So they've been doing the trek for a long time, so they're stuck with us now. Mia, so I don't know if she remembers, but the very, very first tryout, I think I told Jules about it. The very, very first tryout that we had, she was out there pitching, and she was getting after it. And I was like, damn, all right, well, we didn't get her. Then she was on another team, and I'd always be like, hey, how do I get her? You can't get her, bro. Her dad calls her pitches for her. And I'm like, man, well, okay, well, all right, maybe someone will piss him off and then he'll come. No, all right, let's try to get her again. Well, I didn't get her, and finally when I did get her, I never knew her personality. She always seemed like a really quiet kid, chill. She gets the chill part. Sorry, Paula, but I think she gets the chill part from her dad. From what I know of. But she has this demeanor when she starts pitching. And, you know, going through pictures today, when I was going through them, I never realized how serious and determined you look. And there's these pictures that Sunshine made, and if you look in some of these pictures, like, you can see from this smile right here to that right there, like, she takes her job serious. And I really hope that she understands that where she's going to play, she's going to go play for someone that's super competitive that played at UCLA. I've heard nothing but legendary stories about her, and you're going to learn a lot from her. Don't get down. Like, when you have the bad days, don't get down. If you need any questions and you don't want to ask mom and dad, you can always call me or Coach Sunshine. We'll help you through whatever, even if I got to cuss your coach out for you. Just, you keep on grinding. And when you have the hard times, just go back to whatever you learned in all the years of playing. All right? Not just when you've played with me, but when you've played with other coaches too. Because every coach has taught you something. And the lucky thing is you got to play for your dad. So he's giving you knowledge, not just as a dad, but as a coach too. So that's like thinking outside the scope. And just, I'm here if you ever need anything, hit me up. But you guys are still stuck with me for a while, so. I'm gonna go over these last two real quick. I know I read their letters and went over a little bit of stuff, but I'll go with Ella first. So, during COVID, I mean, I never realized how much into exercising, getting after stuff, but then I realized how determined she really was during COVID, because during COVID, we had these secret practices at this secret field in Hanford, and everybody was required to run a mile. So they would go out there and go run their mile, and Ella would be totally done, smoked everybody. And she'd come back and be like, Coach Marco, can I go run another 2? Because they're not going to be done by the time I'm done. Like, okay, go ahead, Ella. Go right ahead. So she kept on going after it. Well, then I found out, like, she was really working out and getting after stuff. And reading her letter, I find out that she was determined to hit bombs. That was written in 2021, and she was already wanting to know what her future self did and what her determination was of how many bombs she was going to hit. I think she's hitting her fair share. She's put some dents in our scoreboard. Scotty, has she put any dents in your scoreboard? No? Well, he does have a 250 field for a high school field. She's one of the humblest kids you can think of. If you think of like quiet giant and the taller kid that's bigger than everybody, but she's got a heart of gold. She loves what she does, and she's always wanting to please you. And you don't got to please nobody. The way you play is going to speak for itself. You have to enjoy the game for yourself, not anybody else. It's you that has to be happy. Not your dad, not your mom, and not your friends, not even your teammates. You can hit 20 bombs and all your teammates can be pumped up, but if you're not happy with the 20 bombs that you hit, then it don't matter nothing. Everything that you do from now until you're done, do it for yourself. For you to be happy. Everybody else will get to feast off of it. I'm telling you, your pitchers ain't gonna be stressed out that they gotta strike people out because the score is gonna be up. The rest of your lineup's not gonna have pressure because they're gonna have to throw to them, all right? So always remember, like, go out there, do you, be happy. Cool? All right. Remember, she's the one that talks shit the most to me at practice and in games. This weekend when we were playing, her coach from Bakersfield showed up to watch her throw. And instead of being nervous because she was coming out to watch her, she calls time, brings her team in like the true leader that she is, and gets them back out there. But it doesn't stop there. We can be 2 strikes with 2 outs, and she'll tell me what pitch to call. Now, I don't know if that's just from confidence or knowledge, but I will tell you that out of a lot of the kids that I coach, if there's a future coach on this group, it's gonna be her. I think she's gonna be a future coach. I think she'll be able to get into the college ranks, and she'll do pretty well. Determined, works hard, gets after it, and is bossy as hell. But I think she's figured out as she got older how to use that to her advantage. All right. And like I said, she's not gonna let anything stop her. So, I mean, you keep doing you, and when you need some tips when you're coaching, let me know. I'll help you out. Cool? So, in a minute, they're gonna all sign their papers. But now, you guys turn these around, and I want you guys to read them. You guys can go ahead and read them. So what they're reading right now is, by signing this letter below, you are committing to keep all standards you have been taught during your journey of softball. Being able to stay committed to your standards when you leave to college will show true leadership as an incoming freshman. You will be faced with adversity in your new journey, but with the tools and guidance you've been given throughout your years of playing softball, I have no doubt that you are able and ready to compete at the next level. All of the craziness you have seen from me throughout the years have not been for nothing. It will be a crazy world out there, but you will grind through it. Hold on, sorry. You will grind through it and excel. Set your goals high and always take your dreams you have. What I mean by take it, what I mean by take is go out and go get it. I always tell the girls that if you have a dream, don't wait for it to happen. No one's gonna give you shit. If you have a dream and you have goals, go out there and figure out how you can go get it or go take it. Don't let nothing stop you. If you ever need anything once you leave, please know that we are all just a phone call away for anything. You are ready to crush it in college, and when you're having tough times, remember all the tough times you've had and you've gotten through to get where you're at. And you all know you have an angel in the outfield always looking at you. We are very proud. Sorry, the lighting, guys. We're very proud of you setting the standard and leaving a huge mark in this organization, which you guys have. Every single one of you is going to be talked about for the next couple of years. I promise you that. This group that we have right here has set a standard. And there's another group that is ready to set the standard behind you, and there's another group that's ready to carry it on. You guys have set a very high standard, not just with the organization, but in softball alone in this valley. This valley for years has been known for softball players. And it's kind of died off a little bit. Softball has died off a little bit in the valley, and it's not because of the kids. It's because of us coaches. There's so many of us out there and we're watering stuff down. And what we need to make sure we do is something like this to where it can start carrying on, and the next group of kids can figure out what they need to do to get to this standard right here. Your names will be talked about for years to come by little dirt dogs and your younger softball players in the valley. Make us all proud and enjoy the rest of the time you have left with your teammates. I've always said I will be the hardest on you, but I'll always be your biggest cheerleader. Well, it's almost time. Well, it's almost time for me to get my pom-poms, girls, and just be your cheerleader.
Taylor Garcia, if you are on the group deck, could you please come to the...
And that's what'll keep a smile on my face, being able to see you guys play.
If you are on the group deck, please come to the announcement.
Being able to see you guys kill it and grow on the field, that's all I want to see. Keep repping Swaggy P.
My name is Ella Backholden. First and foremost, I want to congratulate the amazing girls beside me and thank all of you for being here to support us all. Right now, this morning, but right now I just signed my contract to California Baptist University, a day I've been waiting for what seems like my whole life. The environment of the team, the coaches, and most importantly, the opportunity to play at the next level is something that CBU has blessed me with, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'll be majoring in early childhood education and will be a teacher one day, or that's the plan for right now. It's changed a couple times. The car rides to and from tournaments will forever be cemented in my mind as some of the best times with my parents. I wouldn't trade those car rides, even some as long as 17 hours, for anything. I didn't realize it then, but those car rides are where I got out my frustrations, my hopes and dreams, my conspiracy theories, my not so funny jokes, and all the tea from school. And sometimes we just sit in good company with one another. Now I sit here holding these tournament drives so close to my heart, knowing... Okay. Okay. Now I sit here holding these tournament drives so close to my heart, knowing that they're almost over, knowing that all my drives will soon be a fond memory of all my travel ball years. And if there's one thing I can say to young aspiring softball players, the road may not be easy, and it certainly is long, but it is most importantly completely worth it. And we'll find a way to reward you in all aspects of life. Sorry, the echo's throwing me off. Marissa Cardona is always the person that I think of when the days start to feel long. She is one of the biggest reasons why I've been able to keep going. She helps me stop and realize that one, the world doesn't stop when I make an error or strike out or have a bad day. And two, that softball is a blessing and that I should stop carrying it as a burden. I think about her every day and carry her in my heart as a reminder to keep life balanced and to not take anything for granted. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you also to my friends for always understanding why I'm out of town so much. Thank you to my Central family for inspiring me every day to be a better version of myself and forcing me to step out of my comfort zone. Thank you to my Dirt Dog family for teaching me the power of my mindset, my will, and my dedication. Thank you to my hitting instructor, Lisa, for sitting with me for 2 hours, creating a pros and cons list that decided what school was right for me. I hope that I can show kindness to other girls in the same way she has shown kindness and instilled confidence in me ever since I came to her at 10 years old. Most importantly, thank you to my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister Anya, for sacrificing their weekends, their summers, their money, and sometimes their sanity, all because I knew this dream is what I set my heart on. It really does take a village, and thank you all for being mine. Thank you, and Lance up.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabby Ramirez. Thank you so much for coming out to celebrate us 25s on our special day. And I just want to congratulate all you girls, and I love you guys so much. In the fall of 2025, I will be attending Northwest Nazarene University in Nampa, Idaho, where I plan to major in psychology. NNU has such a welcoming atmosphere, and I feel like going to NNU will grow me as a person, but also help me build a better relationship with God. One of my favorite memories that I will always remember was winning the PGF Ultimate Challenge last fall. Some advice I would give to the younger girls would be to get out of your comfort zone and to remember to always have fun. This sport doesn't define you. You also only get to do this once in your life. First off, I want to thank God because I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for him. I want to thank my mom and dad for everything. You guys really pushed me to help me be mentally and physically here. Sorry. Mom, thank you for believing me and for making me mentally stronger and helped me to overcome rough patches in between. Dad, I thank you for always teaching me how to be mentally strong and how to face challenges. Thank you guys for all the work you put in to make me, Malia, Vivi, and Gabby, I'm Gabby, happy. Thank you, Anna, who's not here, for being my role model ever since I was little. You truly helped me to become the person I am today. Thank you for putting me through it during the lessons, and working out with you really paid off, and also for being like the big sister I never had. Thank you to all my Central coaches and my Central family for always believing me and pushing me to be better. Thank you to all my friends and teammates who stuck with me on this journey. I love you guys so much, and hello? I could talk loud. Where was that? I love you. I love all my friends, and I just thank you guys so much for all you do for me and for being so understanding. And where was that? Last but not least, I want to thank Coach Marco, Coach Sunshine, and Coach Vanessa. Thank you guys for welcoming me last fall to the team and for believing in me right off the bat. Thank you for all the chances you've given me for when it feels like nothing is working at the time. But I really thank you guys for working so hard for us and teaching us to never give up. It feels like I've said a million thank yous, but thank you guys for all coming. Go Nighthawks.
I'd like to start off by thanking everyone here for coming to support our class of 2025, and I'd like to congratulate my fellow teammates as we sit up here and sign to get to the next level. Hi, my name is Mia Riola, and I'm committed to Cal State East Bay. I plan on majoring in business management and minor in criminal justice. For my younger teammates, I'd like to say don't rush it. Take your time, and your time will come when you commit and get to sit up here like the rest of us. If you're recovering from an injury or have been in a slump and you feel like it's never going to happen and you start to lose hope, remember Coach Marco, Coach Nessa, and Coach Sunshine will make sure they find a home for you. I'd like to first off thank God for all the countless opportunities and blessings. Next, I would like to thank my future coaches, Coach Claire and Coach Abby, for making this possible and having trust in me for being a part of their team. Thank you to my parents who have always supported my dreams. You guys have never failed to make sure I was taken care of. And when I had lost confidence in myself, both of you were there to pick me back up. Coach Marco, your mom keeps calling. I don't want to hang up on her.
Go ahead, just go to voicemail. I'll call it on the other phone.
Okay. Hello? Hello? Okay. Where was I? Okay, thank you to my family members who came out and have been my biggest supporters throughout this whole journey. Thank you to my sister for being my best friend, the most honest person I've ever met, and the person that makes every day worth living for. Thank you to all my friends who came out today. You guys have undoubtedly been my biggest supporters and always understand why I have to miss certain things because of tournaments. I'd like to mention two special people in my life who have simply been by my side the most through this stressful journey. To my best friend, Samuel Reagan, I want to thank you guys for being by my side through the good and bad times. Thank you for always supporting me and being my shoulders to cry on. When times got tough and when I thought I had nobody by my side, you guys never failed to let me know I was loved. I'd like to thank my teammates who have always had my back on the field and have always pushed me to be the better version of myself. I'd like to especially thank my fellow pitchers, Amber, Aaliyah, and Emma. Thank you guys for being by my side throughout the hardest part of the game and being by my side the whole recruiting journey. To all the coaches I've had throughout the years, Coach Bush, Coach Gilbert, Coach Ramos, Coach Garza, Coach Rosati, Coach Mario, Coach Lorenzo, and Coach Sez. Thank you for teaching me life lessons that I wouldn't have wanted to learn from anybody else. Thank you to my pitching coaches, Javi and Haley. Javi, you have been by my side since I was so little and have taught me all I know, and I am beyond grateful to have you in my life. Thank you to my Hornet family, Coach Morales, Coach Leon, and Coach Mata for always supporting me and always having my back. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Coach Marco, Coach Sunshine, and Coach Vanessa. When I first came to Dirt Dogs, I was lost with myself. I had no confidence and I had lost hope in my playing ability. This coaching staff has not only brought back my love for the game, but my confidence in myself. And I thank you guys for believing in me when I didn't believe it myself. Thank you for giving me the chances to prove myself on the field. And a huge thank you to Coach Marco for doing everything in his power for me and my teammates. When I first joined the team, Coach Marco told me that he would find a school for me, and that's exactly what he did. So thank you guys for being the best coaches and my biggest supporters.
Hello, I'm Madison Herrera, and I will be attending Northwest Nazarene University. I knew I wanted to go to Northwest Nazarene because everything there just felt like home to me. From the small town to the tight-knit community on campus. Sorry. As well as the faith everyone shares there. My faith with God is the most important.
Take a deep breath, bud. It don't help, though. You can do it.
My faith with God is the most important relationship to me, and I wanted a place where I can cherish it. I will be majoring in nursing, where I hope to one day be a pediatric nurse. First off, I would like to thank everyone for being here with us and everyone's effort that has gone into this. There are no other people that I would share this moment with than my 5 teammates by my side. We have all worked so hard and leaned on each other throughout our recruiting process, and we are so excited to be another step deeper into our goal we accomplish. One of my favorite memories And you all heard the story in the beginning. Even though I always get so embarrassed because Coach Marco pulls out that ugly picture of me. But it reminds me that I worked to get where I am, and although some people don't know how hard I worked, the most important people in recruiting process are there to remind me and celebrate me for working so hard. To my younger teammates, I hope you all have learned a thing or two from us 25s, because I've certainly learned from you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I look up to you at times and hope to one day carry the different aspects that I love about each and every one of you. You all have had a huge impact on me and pushed me to be better every single day. I would especially like to thank Coach Sunshine and Coach Marco for believing in me even when I was a not so good player, coming to every workout they had just to make the team. I'd also like, thank you, Coach Ness, for keeping everything fun and telling us how it is straight up. I would also like to thank my teammates for everything, especially Boogie, Carmen, Kinley, and Amber. You all showed me what it means to be great leaders, players, and teammates, and have so much confidence on the field. I truly look up to you guys so much. I'd also like to thank my mom, my dad, and my stepdad, Ben. Without you guys, none of this would even be possible. I love you. Lastly, I would like to give my thanks to God. I put all my trust in the Lord, and He made all my dreams come true. Again, thank you everyone for being here.
Hi everyone. So to start this off, my name is Gabby, and I am committed to San Jose State. I am planning on majoring in criminology to hopefully become a police officer or a detective. I definitely would have to say my best memory was my first PGF with the girls, where Coach Marco let us go to the beach and swim in the ocean, and I just remember all of us got dragged under by the waves, but I just saying, we played pretty good the next day. Just saying, Coach Marco. It was super fun, and it'll definitely be a memory I will never forget. I do want to give out a couple thank yous. My first one goes out to my mom and my dad. They're not only my parents, but also my biggest cheerleaders. No matter what, they have sacrificed so much for me to get to practice and going to tournaments. My mom has sacrificed a lot with taking off a time from work to make sure I get to practice on time. And it just sucks to know that these journeys are going to be ending soon. But Mom, I want you to know that I will never take these for granted. Dad, I want to thank you too for also being another one of my biggest cheerleaders. Even though you tell me I do great, even though I went like 0 for 10, but it's okay. But you guys have helped me through so much. No matter what, you've been there for my greatest moments and through my worst moments. But I'm glad that we made all these sacrifices together as a family and got to the dream that I've always wanted as a little girl. I love you both very much. My next thank you goes out to Coach Sunshine. You never doubt to make sure that we are the drippiest people on and off the field. You also never fail to make me smile on my worst days, whether you know it or not. I appreciate you for being a part of my journey and making it one that I will never forget. My next thank you is to Coach Ness. I want to say thank you for always keeping it real with me and telling me that I need to figure it out. Or when you tell me that I need to go try the new Dutch Bros drink or figure out what kind of Red Bull I should drink before the game. I want to say thank you for always being my safe space and that I know I can always go to whenever I needed it. My next thank you is to Coach Marco. Coach Marco, I don't know what I would do without you. I came to you all kinds of messed up, both physically and mentally. You really took the time and invested into me and turned me into the player I am today. I will admit, I am going to miss you yelling at me to just hit the dang ball and to stop thinking while I'm running the bases and just trust my speed. You've made such a positive impact on me, and I don't think that any words could express how grateful I am that I was able to play under your name. I wouldn't want it any other way, so thank you so much. To my other 25s, hey guys, we did it. All the sacrifice that we put in, it finally paid off, and I'm so incredibly proud of all of you guys. Each of you have put in so much work, and it definitely shows. I can't wait to watch you guys on ESPN and be able to tell other people, hey, I played with them. Now, for the rest of my girls, my advice to you guys is to have fun. It may sound silly, but it's serious. You guys just need to have fun and enjoy every moment, because next thing you know, you guys will be standing up here doing the same thing that we are. You guys are not only my teammates, but you guys are also my family. I know I can go to you guys, and you guys will always have my back no matter what. Thank you guys so much for all the memories you gave me and taking me in to as one of your sisters. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys. And thank you for everybody who came out to support us tonight. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Hey, you better be able to do this on the shit you
Hi everyone, I just want to start off. Coach Marco. I just want to start off by saying congratulations 25s. We made it to the dream. I'm Amber Estrada, and I'm signing to Cal State Bakersfield University. I plan on majoring in early childhood education with a minor in special education. My favorite memories being on the team is definitely picking on Coach Marco. Whether it's putting princess stickers on his back during a game, mimicking him, nagging him just to get him mad, or even pranking him saying I'm gonna quit. Being here for almost 7 years really teaches you how to get under his skin. For my younger teammates, I just want to say take advantage of the time that you got here, because before you know it, you're going to be right up here crying just like me, wishing you can go back in time. Trust this process, even when you don't think you're going to make it. Coach Marco, Coach Ness, and Coach Sunshine have your back. I'd like to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity to be here today. Thank you for my two angels, my grandpa Alex and Marissa, for watching over me. Thank you to my parents for being here every step of the journey on the good and bad days. Thank you to my little sister for being dragged around all these years, just watching me. Thank you to my sponsors who have had a big, huge impact on my path to success that can't be overlooked. Thank you to all my friends who are here today. Thank you for still being my friends, even though I'm never around. Thank you to my catchers for keeping me in check and keeping me on track, and especially for yelling at me when I'm not doing good. I like to thank two specific teammates, Boogie and Addie. Thank you for getting me through the hardest parts of my journey, my recruiting process, and being my biggest motivators on and off the field. I like to thank my pitching coach, Coach Lexi, for being the hardest person on me, the biggest cheerleader, and the one I can always go to when I need help. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Coach Ness, Coach Sunshine, and Coach Marco. You guys have built me up from nothing, been by my side through the worst and best days, through all my injuries, from my finger to my back to losing my teeth. You guys have taught me how to be a leader on and off the field, or like Coach Marco would say, not to be a little punk.
Thank you, Coach Ness, for being my biggest mentor. Oh my gosh. For being my biggest mentor and the person I can come to for anything. Thank you, Coach Sunshine, for keeping everything in check and being the glue to our team. And especially thank you to Coach Marco for everything, for pushing me, for yelling at me, for cheering for me, for all the opportunities you've given me, for all the sacrifices you have made. Thank you for being my biggest supporter. Go Roadrunners.